the sound of the symbol and the metric, overthrow of the anesthetic rhymes of spoken word. This is the prose of Gilgamesh, and all the wars of the Iliad and the Odyssey of Homer's Zodiac. That's right, Aristotle's poetic, the prose, the rendition of a drama to song comedy. This is the words we write to inspire, to make your life just a little bit, to invoke the deployment of everything else that comes up from the dark past so that you won't regret everything that is fundamental in the creative use of our language, now deployed in the conventions of nothing but the depiction of words in lieu of punctuation and all sorts of assonance and alliteration, and certainly the metaphor was sold off for the symmetry of symbols. That is the propaganda of the initial verse, wherein we read 3 words instead of 6 and forget the metric love of traditional globalized. The beauty of words is lost in culture and genres of comfort today. The characteristics of our language are no longer poetic, they're no longer prose, they're nothing but the digital analog internet version of words. And no classic, traditional, nothing but free thinkers stuck in methods of madness, trying to delay the quality of a notably fragile existence. And Aristotle came forth like Donatello and everyone else that was back in that day in the golden age of certain Renaissance, the later poets, the aestheticians of the prose that became the obstacle of everything that was negative in the capability of a romantic genre. That said, please translate us into every language so we can enhance your life just a little bit, inspire some hope, and get you through some dark times. This is the art therapy of words, and a modernist poet not distinguished from the creation of words and rhyme in the social media. And the modernist challenge is to define and stop being, because I hate acronyms even though they're so fucking in, and this is why I'm VOT instead of villain of truth, and I reject the traditional forms of, the digital world age and the metric symbols of everything that ought not to be, and in lieu of prose, in lieu of everything else, and God knows, the Conan of the history of, the violence of language. Let's move it forward, tame it, make it something new in the defensive patterns, and let's establish the verse in the iambic pentameter and the prosody, and scanning so much words in this brain that I can't realize that the Morse code of my symbols and the trinity of those 3 words that are so beautiful that I've never heard them before, in the misunderstanding of I am in the mirror and the parallelism of me and the Prometheus psalms of these pathetic words that I speak in rhetoric. I'm just trying to inspire a world in a so-called one dance off in introspective context-free grammar in a verse where I'm so lost that people say that, I'm Tamil and I'm language. Please go outside and commit some genocide. Fall off a building, and the hexameter will tell you that the iambic pentameter is telling you nothing but the free verse that you're speaking doesn't really matter, and it certainly doesn't make sense, so people are just going to tell you to go fuck off. Create your own language. Why don't you be more like Tolkien and make something up? Or be like Shakespeare and speak in sonnet and sense that is so lost in the paradise world of the consonants today that in lieu of grammar and everything else in the alliteration of rhyme, metaphor, and symbols of language become archaic and be lost in time. This is the historical rhyme of the structure permitting of my mind, speaking in the moment, creating everything else that I just said without adopting too much from what I've already written. This is my mind in the moment, creating schemes of societies I hate in lieu of what? Where's your grammar? Where's your word? I can't believe you forgot to capitalize and spoke everything. Turn your caps lock off.